Hi, thanks for joining. I'm Tom Hedgeman, and this is A Compass for the Ways Word of the Day live broadcast. Live broadcast. I am the church. And my life is my ministry. Hi, I want to talk about Jesus' conversation with his disciples or his apostles in Luke 17 concerning basically sin and forgiveness. He starts off by telling them, sin is bound to come. It's bound to come, but woe to the person from which it comes. He says it's better for that person to basically be drowned. Basically, it's better for that person to have a millstone tied around his neck and tossed in the sea. But then he turns around and he talks about forgiveness. He says, if your brother sins, rebuke him at first. And if he asks for forgiveness, forgive him. If he sins against you 7 times in one day and comes and asks for forgiveness, forgive him. And the apostles immediately responded, increase our faith, Lord. I think I would have had the same response, like, increase our faith, Lord. But then he essentially just said to them, if you only had a little bit of faith. You increase your faith if you only had a little bit. If you had a little bit of faith, the size of a mustard seed, you'll be able to tell this mulberry tree to be uprooted and thrown in the sea. That story had a lot of layers to me. But, let's start with this mulberry tree. A mulberry tree is supposed to be like this deeply rooted tree that's essentially impossible to uproot. He said if you had the faith of a mustard seed, you could tell this tree to be uprooted. Well, faith in what? I understand. Oh, faith in God, faith in this and this and that. But in the context of this story, to me, it's faith in the power of forgiveness. Faith in your power to forgive. You can uproot some of the stubborn seeds that's been planted in your life and has taken root in your life long time ago. Starting with the forgiveness of yourself and forgiveness of others. That's why he said, watch yourselves. When he talked to his disciples about woe to the person in whom sin comes from, and it's bound to come to everyone. So watch yourself. The whole essence of this story that he's telling his apostles at this time is your faith in your power to forgive, the power of forgiveness. Because essentially, when you practice that, oh, what you did to me turned out for my good and this and this and that, and flexing on them, you start the seed of unforgiveness in your life. And it takes root like this mulberry tree, and it gets deeply planted. Now, you could be successful in all cars, house, and doing very good for yourself. But then have a bunch of people around you don't trust, don't like you, you don't like them, all kinds of things. And to uproot this thing that's so deeply planted in your life is faith in the power of forgiveness. The power to save yourself and the power to save someone else from drowning. Jesus unpacked a whole lot of stuff in this small discussion he had with his disciples in this power to forgive. All is forgiven. Say that with me every time you think about someone or something that's that you feel is rooted there and affecting your day and your outcome and how you move. Say, all is forgiven. All is forgiven. And you'll begin to uproot that stubborn mulberry tree that's taking root in your life. That's my word of the day. Faith in your power to forgive. Always know that I love you. God bless.